Justin Bieber said that he hoped Anne Frank would have been a belieber. Yeah, that's right. I didn't make that up. I couldn't have made that up.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 celebrity headlines that left us speechless.
Well, now, making out with the ghost came up a bit earlier than perhaps I was expecting.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most outlandish, bizarre, puzzling, or just fascinating stories involving famous people that would stop you in your tracks at the newspaper stand. What's the wildest celebrity story you've heard? Let us know below. Number 10, Message of Doom.
Definitely she shouldn't have, based on the reaction on Twitter.
As the world struggled through the early stages of the COVID-19 pandemic, there were celebrities trying to help by making things a little brighter. But Vanessa Hudgens going nihilistic didn't exactly cheer everyone up. In March 2020, the actor and singer spoke on Instagram Live, essentially saying we should accept that some won't survive the event.
Yeah, people are gonna die. It's just terrible, but inevitable? I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be doing this right now.
After she was criticised for her insensitive statement, Hudgens first claimed the comment was taken out of context, before apologising for how inappropriate it was. That was generally a rough time for relations between the public and celebs, as around the same time, famous folk released their ill-fated cover of John Lennon's Imagine.
Imagine there's no heaven.
Number 9, interesting koala encounter. During the height of their popularity, One Direction seemed unstoppable and had the fan base to prove it. Their appeal was so strong that even the possibility that some members might have contracted a sexually transmitted disease didn't dent it too much. In 2012, the boy band toured Australia and stopped to see some cute, cuddly koalas. However, fun fact, many of the fuzzy creatures have chlamydia. As the lads interacted with Cat the koala, Liam Payne and Harry Styles both reportedly got peed on by the animal, thus sparking concern that they'd been infected with the disease.
Stories that have been in the papers about him over the years.
This could be fun.
And we just tried to...
When the incident was brought up in 2017 on the Graham Norton show, Styles denied that he got the disease from Cat, but it's still a wild story.
I'd like to confirm that's not true, by the way.
Okay.
Number 8, Slur Spill. Sometimes a story will leak that exposes a celebrity's iffy behaviour, but rarely does the famous face provide a damaging expose without any real prompting. Yet that's what Matt Damon did in 2021.
I got something for you.
Promoting his film Still Water with an interview with the Sunday Times, the actor confessed that he uttered a homophobic slur during a joke at his family table only a few months prior.
Damon maintained it was a joke and pointed out that he says it in his 2003 movie Stuck on You.
His daughter then left to pen what he called a treatise, explaining why his grim word is terrible. As such, Damon said he retired the slur. He also came out and claimed he didn't ever actually use the term in his personal life, and that his talk with his kid was about contextualizing progress.
The fact that he said it so recently, and also the fact that he had to have his daughter be the one to check him, these are kind of the two main components of this story that are really, really shocking people.
Number 7, Baloney.
Are you a racist?
No, I'm not.
In 2012, wrestling fans were stunned when an explicit tape featuring Hulk Hogan was leaked. On top of that, further details released in 2015 revealed that Hogan had gone on a racist rant when speaking about a black man that his daughter, Brooke, was involved with at the time.
Hogan's rep tells ET that he resigned on Thursday after learning the transcript was going to be published by the National Enquirer, but the WWE says it actually terminated his contract.
In the aftermath, Brooke defended her father by publishing a poem, but it was her claims about experiencing racism that really raised eyebrows. Brooke stated that someone told her that white people smell like baloney. She said she laughed the comment off and wasn't upset by it, but many pointed out that this was not remotely similar to what Hulk Hogan said. Number 6, sword injury. Ah, the lives of the famous, who go to parties with royalty and host mock knightings. Well, that's what happened in 2016 during a soiree featuring Princess Beatrice at the Royal Lodge in Windsor, England. During the merriment, James Blunt reportedly joked that he wanted to be a sir. So, Beatrice grabbed a sword to do an unofficial ceremony. However, she seemingly didn't look behind her as she lifted the sharp weapon and struck Ed Sheeran in the face, sending him to the hospital for care.
How did it end up in the papers? I don't know, there wasn't a lot of people there that night.
A few months after the story leaked, Blunt claimed it was made up. as Sheeran was intoxicated and messed around. Yet in 2020, Sheeran's manager confirmed the original story was true. Number 5. Really Young Love.
She's just a beautiful person and so intelligent.
Sometimes really bizarre coincidences occur in celebrity relationships that probably don't happen to us normal folk. Take the late singer Tony Bennett and his marriage with Susan Crowe.
Susan met Tony at one of his concerts in 1985. She says their connection was instant. She went as a fan of his music and left having met her perfect match.
After dating in the 80s, the two married in 2007. They had a significant, roughly 40-year age gap between them, and Bennett's memoir revealed in 2016 that he had met her before she was even in the world. Well, sort of. After performing a show in 1966, Marion and Dale Crowe met the famous singer backstage and took a photo with him. These two happened to be Susan's parents, and at that time, Marion was pregnant with Bennett's future wife. Number 4. Dazed and Confusing. First reportedly revealed in a 2008 book by McConaughey, the mother of Matthew, and later confirmed by the actor in 2020 on Mark Maron's podcast, this story made waves.
Alright.
As it goes, in 1992, as McConaughey was filming his role in Dazed and Confused, his mum told him that his father had sadly passed away. Turns out it happened when Kay and her husband James were being intimate. He had apparently predicted to his sons this was the way he was going out. But when the paramedics arrived, Kay allegedly kept removing the sheet covering James's modesty because she wanted people to know why he was nicknamed Big Jim. Number 3. Inappropriate Bieber. The story of Anne Frank is sad. She and her family left Germany for Amsterdam in the 30s. In 1942, they began hiding from Nazi officials in an attic during World War II. During this time, she wrote her diary before being captured in 1944 and dying in a concentration camp the following year.
She wrote with a wit and an awareness well beyond her years.
In 2013, Justin Bieber visited the Anne Frank house and wrote a message in the museum's guest book. He started with something nice, confirming the visit was truly inspiring. But then the Canadian singer finished by hoping Frank would have been a Belieber, a name for his fans.
Now, a lot of people are criticizing it, saying that was so self-centered of him to just think of himself. On Twitter, there are posts mocking him.
Bieber received plenty of backlash, though the museum defended him, affirming he was there for an hour. Still, they did admit the statement wasn't very sensible.
Many described it as disrespectful and disgusting.
Number 2. Kesha and Ghost.
I'm talking more the magic that we experience in life, whether it's love or a drunken evening, dancing till the sun rises, making out with a ghost.
In 2012, Kesha appeared on Ryan Seacrest's Kiss FM radio show to promote her album Warrior, and spoke about the time she got frisky with a ghost. But she said she didn't get his name since he was a phantom. Not long after, she was asked about this tale on Conan and confirmed sexy time happened, but also said they didn't go all the way.
This story's getting better.
In 2022, as a musician was promoting her paranormal TV show, Conjuring Kesha, she claimed the story didn't unfold the way she initially said. Instead, the ghost was apparently a woman's spirit who woke her up in a sensual way. But things didn't get more intimate than that. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Wagatha Christie. In 2019, Colleen Rooney, wife of soccer star Wayne, dropped a bombshell on social media. The sleuth had set up a trap to prove that Rebecca Vardy, wife of a soccer player and Wayne's former England teammate, Jamie, had been leaking stories about her to the press.
Stories about her desire for a baby girl, a possible return to television, and her house flooding.
Once her intricate plan concluded, it confirmed her suspicions. This sparked the term Wagatha Christie, a mix between mystery author Agatha Christie and the term wag, a nickname for wives and girlfriends of of pro players.
The private lives of many connected to the pair were dragged into proceedings, including Vardy's previous relationship with Peter Andre, detailed in court.
The British public was hooked on this gripping scandal. This drama and the fallout caused Vardy to sue Rooney for libel, which she lost in 2022. Regardless, TV shows and even a play were made about this fascinating tale.
A scriptwriter would have struggled to dream this up.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.